Hello, folks, and happy. It's a Monday. It's a Monday, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's just been a really long week for me. So what day is today kind of day. But I wanted to put out a big happy birthday wishes to some pretty special people. Like, first on the list on the 23rd of December is Brendan Paul Payne, my nephew, the second son of my sister Beth, Elizabeth Rollins Payne, and we miss you so much, Beth. And we love you, Brendan, and we wish you were a part of the family gatherings. And what can I do to help make that happen is another question. Another person whose birthday it is on the 23rd of December is Cheryl Garcia. Happy birthday, Cheryl. She's always putting up such great pictures and so many good musicians and such like that. Another person who I met easily within the last 10 years is Chris Campbell. Happy birthday, Chris Campbell. He's a single father. I know he works really hard at doing whatever it is that he does now. Lee Kinzer. Lee Kinzer. I think you're the absolute best of hostesses with the mostesses, and then some. So Lee, I wish you a super happy birthday. She's in charge of the Butler putt. If you didn't know, now you know. You know? And if you don't know what Butler putt is, then you should know. If you want to learn a golf or need a little putting spot, that's a good putting spot. It's still there, y'all. Let's see here. Joel Lockhart Dyer. Happy birthday, Joel. And I know that tomorrow is a day when people are busy and running around, and I know I'll be busy and running around and hopping out of here, leaving the door, flying out the door to get stuff done and to go hang out with my family. But tomorrow's birthday is Richard Vanoy. If you don't know who he is, then you should know. And if you go over to the Saxon pub, or you listen to music, he does the sound there. He's amazing work. He's done it for, what did he say, 50 years? Yeah, I don't know, maybe 40 years? It's a lot. Anyway, he's young for that. Anyway, happy birthday, Richard. I love you so much. I love to see you when I see you, and I always get a big hug and a hug on the heart side. That's the best kind, I think. That's tomorrow's birthday is on the 24th, which is Richard. But today's birthday is the 23rd of December, 2024. And the word of the day today is believe. So whether you believe in God or your spirit or Buddha or a cosmic influence of scientific greatness, whatever it is, I'm going to put that in the place of the God word that I'm going to say. Believe. We believe in the goodness and grace of God. Spirit. Oops, pardon me. I'm trying to stop the music here. And cosmic greatness. Perhaps there's no time of the year when we feel the power of believing so strongly as we do in the days leading up to Christmas. From children who are eager to awaken on Christmas morning, to presents under the tree, to grown-ups who dream of peace on earth and goodwill to all. Believing helps us feel anything is possible. Believing is faith in action, a way to hold positive expectancy that the goodness of God is always coming into the world. When there seems to be evidence to the contrary, when people act in ways that do not reflect their divine nature, I do not despair. We should never despair. Instead, we pray the goodness and grace of God, Spirit, Buddha, cosmic influence, we pray that the goodness and grace flows through us to touch and heal lives. I believe. You believe too. I believe these words fill my mind and heart and are the truth of my life. While you have the light, believe in the light so that you may become children of the light. I like that one a lot. I like that one a whole lot. Believe. It's hard to believe when you're in despair, but belief is an action. It's like an exercise. It's that thing that I don't do a whole lot of exercise. Yeah, I need to believe that I will exercise. True story. Take a drink. Maui Punch. Love it. Drink your ketones. If you don't have them, let me know. I'll hit you up. Okay, here's Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, Chapter 4. Be aware of the snowball effect of your thinking. A powerful technique for becoming more peaceful is to be aware of how quickly your negative and insecure thinking can spiral out of control. Have you ever noticed how uptight you feel when you're caught up in your thinking? And to top it all off, the more absorbed you get in the details of whatever is upsetting you, the worse you feel. One thought leads to another and yet another until some point you become incredibly agitated. For example, you might wake up in the middle of the night and remember a phone call that needs to be made the following day. Then, rather than feeling relieved that you remembered such an important call, you could start thinking about everything else you have to do tomorrow. You start rehearsing a probable conversation with your boss, getting yourself even more upset. Pretty soon you think to yourself, I can't believe how busy I am and must make 50 phone calls a day. Whose life is this anyway? And on it goes until you're feeling sorry for yourself. For many people, there's no limit to how long this type of thought attack can go on. In fact, I've been told by clients that many of their days and nights are spent in the type of mental rehearsal. Needless to say, it's impossible to feel peaceful with your head full of concern and annoyances. The solution is to notice what's happening in your head before your thoughts have a chance to build any momentum. The sooner you catch yourself in the act of building your mental snowball, the easier it is to stop. In our example here, you might notice the snowball thinking right when you start running through the list of what you have to do the next day, or today for that matter. Then instead of obsessing on your upcoming day, you say to yourself, whew, there I go again. And consciously nip it in the bud. You stop your train of thought before it has a chance to get going. Whew, there I go again. You can then focus not on how overwhelmed you are, but on how grateful you are, remembering the phone call that needed to be made. If it's in the middle of the night, write it down on a piece of paper and go back to sleep. Like I have one of these right by the bed. You might even consider keeping a pen and paper by the bed for such a moment. You might indeed be a very busy person, but remember that filling your head with thoughts of how overwhelmed you are only exacerbates the problem by making you feel even more stressed than you already do. Try this simple exercise the next time you begin to obsess on your schedule. You'll be amazed at how effective it can be. But let's go back to belief. I believe that everybody I celebrate today and every day that I celebrate birthdays and anniversaries for will have a good day. I believe. I hope to believe. I wish each and every one of you a very happy birthday. And if I've missed your anniversary, happy anniversary to you. And smile at a stranger, because right now is when we all need a little smile and friendliness. And hug someone on the heart side. It's a good connection. Take a breath in, let the breath out, and let that connection keep going. Call your elders, invite them to wherever you're going to. Drag them with you. You know, my mom at 90 or in her late 80s loved to be dragged to hear live music. Visit them. Just make a quick visit, just to pop in, you know, just to call and say, hi, I'm right around the corner, because they don't expect you to be there. But then next thing you know, you show up show up for people and veterans too, elders and veterans. They're most important in our lives. So on that note, I bid you adieu to you and you and you. And I wish happy birthdays and a happy day, happy Monday. And I'll see you on the flip side of this record, wherever it is on whatever time schedule. And I can't say anything else other than I love y'all. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel.